Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Thornburg, Virginia at Indian Acres. As you know, my goal and desire is to inspire folks to go out there and see the world. And today we're at Indian Acres, which is a campground in Virginia. And we're going to be looking at not just homes at Indian Acres, but specifically homes that are on the lake. These are some of the nicest homes that you'll find at the acres. And we're going to take a look at them from the lake perspective. As you will see in the next few shots, there are tons of things to do at Indian Acres. It's a fun, festive family environment, and there are tons of homes, and most of these homes are not located on the lake. They're trailers that are parked in the woods, and these are what some of the houses in the woods look like. However, some of the nicest homes are on the lake, and there are several lakes at Indian Acres, and these property owners spend a lot of money developing these properties. And we're going to go out in a kayak and we're going to take a look at some of these homes. I'm going to be on the largest lake in Indian Acres, and you're going to see a lot of different perspectives. As you can see, it's in the winter, so a lot of the leaves are off the trees, and there's another video on my channel that captures it in the fall, so check that out. What you're looking at right now is the largest lake at Indian Acres. It's called Lake Pocahontas. And the question I oftentimes get is, are there fish in this lake? And the answer to that is a resounding yes. This lake is stocked with fish by Indian Acres, so you can pull out some pretty nice fish. I've seen people have lots of success on the lake, and I have personally had success fishing on this lake, and I am not an avid fisherman. The next question I get is, what kind of watercrafts are allowed on this lake? And as you can see in some of the shots, there are pontoon boats. So pontoon boats are allowed. In fact, you can have any kind of watercraft you want on this lake as long as it does not have a gas-powered motor. So those pontoon boats that you're looking at, they're all electric. Let's talk about some of these houses that are on the waterfront here at Indian Acres. They are some of the nicer properties in Indian Acres because the owners spend more time investing into these properties. A lot of the owners are blue-collar workers who understand construction, so they will put a lot of sweat equity into these homes and drives the price up. Also, just by buying a waterfront property, you're looking at just the land alone could cost you as much as $20,000, maybe even $40,000 for a lot that has nothing on it. So now you have to then turn around and pull a trailer on there. You have to improve the property, and now you're looking at upwards of maybe $100,000. And if you spend a lot more money on that, some of these properties, they spend several $100,000. So it can get quite pricey. So let's talk about return on investment. If you put a lot of money into a home, will you see that return on the money and the sweat equity that you put in there? And the answer, generally speaking, is no. On occasion, there are exceptions, of course, and you'll get more than what you pay. But for the most part, you're not necessarily going to get that significant increase in value. And the reason is because most of the people here at Indian Acres are blue-collar workers. So if you put too much money and time and effort into improving your property, you're going to price yourself out for the people who can actually afford it. But as you can see, not everybody's a blue-collar worker who's at Indian Acres. This property here we're looking at is one of the nicest, if not the nicest property at Indian Acres that I have seen. And this person clearly has put a tremendous amount of time, effort, and energy. And this property, probably as far as money that's been put in, you're looking at maybe $200,000-$300,000, and not many people are going to be able to afford that. I personally spent a lot of money on a waterfront property, and when I sold it at a loss. I also when I had it, put a lot of money into improving the property and maintaining it. And it wasn't a loss for me because that's what I wanted. I wanted a place that I could enjoy, my friends and family could enjoy, and I think that's the mentality that most people have when they buy properties at Indian Acres. It's not to make money on the back end. Also, many folks have no intentions of selling their property. They leave it for their kids. They have it for generations, and that's their mentality. Whether you live at Indian Acres or not, I would love to hear what you think, whether or not you think it's worth it to invest money into properties, or if you think it's best not to. Let me know by putting a comment in the comments section. As always, it's my goal and desire to inspire people to go out there and see the world, and I appreciate your time in watching this video.